Hi everyone. This is something new I'm trying. It's gonna be sort of a podcast type thing. Yeah, I'll just call it a podcast. I talked about doing this like a while back. I have a video about it on the channel, but I figured I might as well just do it for the heck of it. And I wanted to have like guests at some point, and I will have guests at some point. But for this first episode and maybe for some more, it'll just be me. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some guests on soon. But yeah, so basically, don't have a script or nothing like that. Just gonna be me talking, and I hope you guys like the sound of my voice because that's what you're gonna be hearing. So let's see, what do I want to talk about? What's going on in the world? There's a lot going on with politics, and in the past, I never really paid attention to politics. I mean, I don't remember a whole lot of like presidential elections. Presidential elections. I remember Obama's inauguration when I was about like 5, I think, almost 5, something like that. I remember Obama getting elected again versus Romney. I remember Donald Trump getting elected against Hillary Clinton. That was the first time I ever like really sort of paid attention. And then this year I've been into it. I never really have before, but over the last few weeks I've been very into politics and history of U.S. politics and whatnot. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see that I was endorsing, in quotations, Pete Buttigieg. I'm a fan of Mayor Pete. I think he's still my pick. I would stay with him. Like, if he hadn't dropped out, he would still be my choice. But at this point, I would say I support Elizabeth Warren, even though probably going to drop out too. But that's all right. Mike Bloomberg dropped. Mike Bloomberg dropped out this morning after I think he won American Samoa, and that was it as far as I know. But I don't like Mike Bloomberg. I think he's like sleazy. He's like Donald Trump in a way. I mean, he was a Republican for like 8 years or whatever. Um, I'm not sure exactly of his political leanings, but yeah. So a lot going on in politics. But as regards to Bernie and Biden, I'm a little torn between it. I don't know who I would pick, to be honest. A lot of people my age would pick Bernie Sanders. He has a large fan base, obviously, of young people. But I might be leaning more towards Biden, but we'll have to see, to be honest. Because I don't really know. But I'll probably be reading more about that in the future. But I have nothing really against Bernie Sanders. The thing I do have against Joe Biden is that he's creepy. Creepy Uncle Joe. That is a big thing that I don't like about Joe Biden. Yeah. But I wish Pete Buttigieg was still in because he was my pick. And when I first read anything about the election and the candidates or whatever, I was somewhat in the Yang gang, but don't really care for Andrew Yang. Well, I mean, I like Andrew Yang, but not really for president. I don't think. We'll see if he runs again at some point. But yeah, I hadn't really read much about it at that point. Yeah, I'm just gonna look up real quick, see what's in the news to talk about. Probably lots of stuff happening in the world. There's coronavirus. That's fun. I think it's 128 cases in the US now, 120 something. So that's awesome. We love coronavirus. It's great. Yeah, let's see. Yep, first result is excuse me, first result is coronavirus. Yeah, I haven't really been too worried about coronavirus. I don't really worry about what's going in the world too much, but it's good to be aware of it, I think. But yeah, we have coronavirus in my city. That's nice. Well, one case in my city. But yeah, lots of coronavirus in the news. That's not surprising. My mom is very into reading about coronavirus. So we have the coronavirus tracker up in our computer. Yeah. It's pretty fun. I remember the Ebola virus was a big thing, but that was not as bad as coronavirus because I was only in like a few countries in Africa and then a couple cases in the US. I don't know how many cases of Ebola were in the US. I can look it up. How many cases of Ebola in the US? It's probably like not that many. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I spelled all of this wrong. I wrote how cases of Ebola in the US. How many cases of Ebola in the US? That is much better. Ebola virus cases in the United States. Cases contracted in the US, 2. Cases first diagnosed in the US, 4. Cases evacuated to US from other countries, 7. Total cases of Ebola in the United States is 11, which is much less than coronavirus. We did have 12 coronavirus cases here. My city was number 12, and now we have 128, so that's awesome. But yeah, I remember Ebola being a big deal, which makes sense because a lot of people died, I think. I don't really know. I'm not gonna... Well, let's see. How many people died of Ebola? How many people died from Ebola? There we go. 28,616. Or that was how many people... Oh, it's only 11,310 deaths out of 28,616, I believe. So, 40%. And there's probably a lot more from coronavirus. I think there's already... How many coronavirus? How many people died from coronavirus? Because I believe it's like 50,000 have been. I'm not sure. I think like 1,000 something have died, but like 50,000 have been confirmed to have coronavirus. I think. I don't really know, to be honest. Numbers are not my forte. I'm more of a history, geography person than a math or science person. I don't really like math or science. Yeah. So yeah, lots going on in the world. Pretty fun. Sorry, I was just closing some stuff on my computer. That's why I was quiet for a minute. Well, not a minute. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, lots of coronavirus. There's been a lot of it in Seattle, I believe, which is pretty cool. Go Seahawks. I'm just kidding. I don't like the Seahawks. Well, they're okay, but you know, they like beat the Packers in the NFC Championship game, so can't really get behind them. I mean, obviously not this year, but in years past, they have knocked the Packers out of the playoffs and had a history with them. The Packers Seahawks have a interesting history. I'm a very big Packers fan, for the record. I live in Wisconsin. I think I've mentioned what city I live in before, but I'm not going to mention it just for fun. You'll have to figure it out yourself. But obviously, some of you know where I live because I assume that my friends are listening to this podcast. Hi, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. But, you know, there'll be other people since I'll be posting it on my YouTube channel. And I guess maybe on my SoundCloud. Yeah, I have a SoundCloud account, but I haven't really used it much. But I guess I could now. Because I could post my podcast to it. Feels like everyone has a podcast now. Nowadays, everyone's got podcasts and whatnot. But, you know, better jump on the podcast train while I can. But yes, I would really love to have guests on this sometime. So if anyone watching wants to be a guest, you probably can. I want to get some like interesting guests, like famous people. I mean, obviously I'm not going to get famous people like Joe Rogan gets on his podcast, but you know, people with interesting stories and interesting things to talk about. That'd be interesting. Wow, that's crazy. Yep. So I'll probably make more of this podcast. I hope it's not one of those projects I just do once and then forget about. but I doubt it will be. And hopefully I will do it with a guest soon, and that'll be pretty awesome. So it'll be someone talking who's not just me, because I'm boring. Not really, I'm not that boring. I wonder if I should, like, give myself an intro, sort of, for those of you that don't know me. I mean, if you're watching this channel, I assume you've gotten to know me at this point. But yeah, I've been doing YouTube for, like, it'll be 6 years in August, and I've been using this channel for a year now. But I have an old channel that I used to use that has like 500 videos and 300 subscribers. But it was so clustered, and a bunch of videos were private, so I just thought I should. I think all my videos are private on there, so I just decided I should move over here and start fresh. And I think I have like 31 subscribers or something. Yeah, and you can follow me on Instagram at OSnapIt'sOwen with periods instead of spaces. You can add me on Snapchat. It's at Owen Marquin, which is my last name, Marquin. Yeah, you can. My name is probably just on my channel somewhere, or you can find it on my Instagram. I'm not gonna spell it out for you. If you want to follow me on SoundCloud, I think my name is Owen the Legendary or Owen Marquin. I'm not sure. I have to check. I don't use SoundCloud very much. What else do I have? If you want to follow me on Twitter, I don't use Twitter very much, but it is I think it's at O Marquin. So you can follow me on there. I don't really post, but that's all my social media basically. You can follow me on DeviantArt, which is Owen and then dash Marquin. I used to do more art, but I haven't done it in a bit now. But I was doing stuff with like oil pastels. It was fun. And I might get into that again. But yeah, you can see my art on there. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, I used to do more art when I was a little kid. I was super into like drawing, and wasn't super into it, but you know, a lot of kids, they draw and they paint and they do whatever, and I hadn't done that in probably years, I'd say. And then I got back into it just for the hell of it. Yeah. I guess in other art things, I enjoy making movies. I have a movie I have been writing. I wrote a ton of it this morning. I won't say the name of it, but I think it's online somewhere. You can find the name of it on. I know for a fact it says it on a website for the film company me and my friends made. So if you want to track that down, you can find it there if you know about that. But yeah, it's gonna be like short film. It's not gonna be feature length or anything. Oh, there's an airplane going ahead. I don't know if you can hear that on camera. Anyway, yeah, there's an airplane. But anyway, making this movie. I've worked on movies before, a couple made by my friend Miles. Maybe I'll get Miles on this podcast. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? But yeah, I enjoy making movies. I've been like making little movies and filming things since I was a little kid. It's just something I've always done, basically. Ever since we got a camera for the family, I've been filming stuff with it. Yeah, have a lot of that. And I guess I do writing too, since, you know, I'm writing a script and all that. And I used to do more writing when I was a little kid also. I was so creative when I was a little kid. I don't know what happened. I guess I got old and stopped writing. But that's all right. Excuse me. Yeah. So I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. I think probably maybe like 20 more minutes, something like that. It's not gonna be like a long podcast. Once I have guests, I'm sure it will be. But yeah, I hope this podcast, like, I hope it becomes like a bigger thing, because I think that'd be really fun. So I'm gonna get guests on this soon, because I know there's guests I can get pretty easy, because I can just get my friends on here. And then hopefully I'll be asking people to do it, like people I want to talk to, people I want to interview in a sense. But yes, I hope this podcast goes good. It's going to be good. Because I've been kind of stuck on making videos, because this is the first thing I'll have released since January. Because I did that book video, which, okay, that series is not going to get finished. I know that. I'm probably just put like the Google Doc of all the books I read um, somewhere. But yeah, I read like 18 books last year. This year I've read two so far. I have them next to me actually. I read The Catcher in the Rye and I read The Fantastic Mr. Fox. So yeah, Catcher in the Rye, really good. Fantastic Mr. Fox, just a fun book. So yeah, I enjoy reading a lot, and I'm reading Into the Wild by John Krakauer currently, and I really like it. It's good. Yeah, so I really like reading. I'm a big reading family. I come from a big reading family. My dad reads tons of books. My mom reads tons of books. We have tons of books in our house. So I've just been, I read a lot. Like, well, I don't read a ton, but I read more than the average American does, which I think is like a book a year, 2 books a year. Whereas I read, 18 last year and 2 already this year. And I'm working on a couple more. But yeah, I think my dad's read like 15 books this year so far. It's crazy. But yeah, I enjoy reading and watching movies. I don't watch as many movies as I used to. I used to watch tons of movies. But I think the last movie I watched was The Blair Witch Project, which is good. Um, it's kind of the first found footage hit. And I'm a big fan of the found footage genre. I find it really interesting because it feels like real, it feels like it could be an actual thing that happened, which is what people thought it was because that's how it was marketed. They marketed it as an actual like thing that happened at, I think Sundance is where they first showed it. I'm not sure. Might have been somewhere else. But yeah, I hope I can watch more movies in the future because I have so many DVDs. If you have followed me for a long time, you'll know that I collect DVDs. And I used to have this series called DVD Fridays where I talked about all the DVDs I got on Friday and occasionally other days too. And that was a series I did for a long time. And I got more DVDs and stuff recently, so there might be another one of those possibly. That'll be cool to see. Yeah, so I've had this channel for a long time. Well, I've been making YouTube videos for a long time. This channel I've had since February 2019. My first channel I first got it in like, well, it first was created in like April of 2014, but I first posted in August of 2014. My first video was the Ice Bucket Challenge. That was pretty funny. I think I nominated like SpongeBob and Vanilla Ice or something. I don't know. I nominated my friend, but he never did it. So, can't believe that. But yeah. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to talk about else, but I don't want this to just be too short of a podcast, so I'll probably keep going for a bit. Let me see what else is happening in the world. I'll look it up. World news. It's probably all just coronavirus stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. Huge haul of methamphetamine found in marble blocks in Spain. That's nice. Can't say I know much about methamphetamines. Let's see what else there is. Lot of, happy stuff. Wow. World is depressing right now. Yeah. It's kind of sad. Is there any happy news in the world? Let me look that up. Happy news. The first thing for HA is Harvey Weinstein. So, very happy. Yeah. Come on, give me some happy news. Yeah. There's just, what is this? Man keeps 5-year promise to bring llama to his sister's wedding. Okay, this is not happy news. This is just weird news. Strictly Come Dancing champions reveal exciting baby news. Strictly Come, that's the British Dancing with the Stars that it's based after, I believe. Dancing with the Stars, big fan of that show. I've been watching that since I was a little kid. Yeah, I was rooting for Sean Spicer last season, just because like I don't know, he's very like rootable. I mean, maybe not like as a person, but on the dance floor, he's interesting to see. Survivor is another reality show I'm super into. If you know me, um, I have a lot of Survivor merchandise. Not a ton, but I have a good amount. And there's a new episode of Survivor tonight, so that might be a prominent thing on this podcast. I don't know. I like talking about Survivor because I've been watching it for a long time. And I don't intend on stopping watching it. I was watching an older season of Survivor Thailand, but I stopped watching that and I need to get back into that. How long have I been going on this now? How much have I recorded? 21 minutes? It's pretty good. I'll go to like 30. Find something else to talk about. Stuff I do. I'll think about stuff I do in my free time. What do I do? I like playing Lego Batman for the Nintendo DS. I've been playing that game for like 10 years. Got it like 10 years ago now, and I have speedrun records on it actually. If you search Owen the Legendary on speedrun.com, you can find my account, and it'll be under level runs. Speedrunning is like, obviously it's something I do since I do that with Lego Batman, but it's a crazy community. It's like so like interesting just to think about. Like even like the most obscure games, like people are so dedicated to them. Like there are people who just I know it's like who plays Lego Batman for the Nintendo DS competitively like to speedrun? Like who comes up with that in their head? But there's a community of people that do this and I'm part of it. And it's just so interesting and like with bigger games too, like Super Mario Bros. They just had that new record on that recently, and I could never like have the patience to do a game like that where it's so perfect, so like frame perfect to do that. But yeah, I only do it with Lego Batman. It's the only game I speedrun because I've played it so much, I know it so well. Like I don't really want to do another game, but I might at some point. Minecraft has been a very intriguing one for me recently. There was just a new Minecraft speedrun record. I think it's 23 minutes and 53 seconds. So that was really cool to see by Illumina HD. And that's the random seed glitchless, which is the most impressive category in my opinion. Yeah, set seed glitchless is it's okay. Well, set seed glitchless I like better than set seed glitched. I don't hate glitched Minecraft speedruns or set seeded ones because, that's how speedrunning works. You use glitches and stuff to your advantage. It's just more interesting and more impressive, in my opinion, to watch, random seed glitchless or even set seed glitchless, I think is even like more interesting than, glitched. Because with glitched, there's just, duping glitches over and over again. However, I do think like Minecraft TASes, like tool assisted speedruns, are really cool to see. Because that's like pushing the game to its absolute like limit. Obviously it's not an actual like speedrun because it's tasked. It is a speedrun, but you know what I mean if you know anything about speedruns. Yeah, so there's a little tangent for you about speedruns and stuff like that, but yeah, it's an interesting community, so I encourage anyone who isn't a speedrunner to, read about it if you even just play video games because it's interesting. And I'm not a video gamer, for the record. I don't game that much. So it's not something that I am that passionate about. But, I'm a big fan of Lego Batman, that's for sure. Huh. I just got some mail in the mailbox. The mailman just came to my door right now. That's why I was quiet for a sec. I'm not going to grab my mail and tell you what it is. You guys will have to wait to find out. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not a huge video gamer. I'm not a gamer. Like, there are video games that I play. Like, I play Lego Batman. I play Minecraft. I play, like, stuff on my PlayStation 2 occasionally. But I'm not a gamer, so to speak. Because I'm not like, oh, what's this new game to play? What's this new game to play? This, blah, 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 blah. there are video games that I like to play. Like I have the games that I play. I play Lego Batman. I play Minecraft. I play The Simpsons Road Rage is one I play a lot. I play Madden 2008 on the PS2. I play Just Dance 4 on the Wii. I used to more. I don't really play it now. Or I play Terraria sometimes, but I don't like. I'm not a gamer because I don't even have like a amazing gaming PC or anything. I mean, my laptop is pretty shitty, but the family computer we have is pretty decent. It used to because we got it upgraded. We had like a old Dell, I think, that ran Windows Vista, but now we have a new. I think it's Dell also. I'm not sure, and it runs Windows 10. Yeah, I actually kind of liked Windows Vista. It was nice. I've never really used a Windows 7 computer, which Windows 7 is like. People liked Windows 7, it seems like, unlike Windows 8, which people didn't like. But yeah, we had Vista on our computer, and now we have 10. And I never really used Windows 8. I don't think I have used Windows 8. And obviously, I haven't used like XP or 95, any of those, because I wasn't really around for those. Because those are before my time, I think. Because yeah, I only started using our computer. Well, I might have used Windows XP. I'm not sure, but I don't remember it. But Windows Vista, I liked. And Windows 7 seems like it's pretty good. Like it seems like a good balance between things. Oh no, I know I have used Windows XP. I'm pretty sure because I think I've used it on an old laptop of my dad's. I think that was Windows XP. Maybe it was 7. I don't remember. It was a version of Windows that wasn't Vista. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Windows Windows 10 is all right. It's a little weird, a little complicated, but it's pretty good. I don't hate it. Yeah, I just wish that it had Windows Movie Maker because I really like Windows Movie Maker, and you can't get it on anything anymore unless you had it. You have it, I think, like before, because you can't download. Because there was like a Windows Tool website page where you could download it and use it, but I think they got rid of that now. But I actually liked the older version of Windows Movie Maker much better than the like last edition of it, I suppose. Like it was just easier to use, like the version that we had on Vista. And I got so good at using it because it was the only editing tool that I had. So I was like a boss. I was the man at Windows Movie Maker. And I had all these crazy plugins and stuff too. I could do like green screen stuff on there, so I could do like all that. I haven't done that in forever, like stuff with my green screen. I have it's not a professional green screen, but it's a decent green screen. But I've never really been able to set it up because I don't have the whole setup and lights and whatever. Because I had my green screen made out of paper for a while. I remember that was decent, not that good. But yeah, Windows Movie Maker, I was pretty good at it. I actually don't think I have any editing software currently on my computer, but I need to put some on there so I can, edit this podcast maybe. But I'm not really going to do that. I'm just going to do that on my phone because it's easy. So yeah, I have like Adobe Premiere Elements 6 or something that I should probably put back on my computer. It's, old, but it works decent. So I think I'll probably be using that again. On my phone, I think I have Filmora Go, which is okay. I prefer like Power Director, but there was if you buy Power Director bundle and then you can find the code online, you can put it in it and it won't have the watermark. I always like that, but I don't think that's available anymore. So, I mean, I don't personally care about the watermark really, but I think other people do. So I might just use Power Director again because honestly, Power Director is hands down the best editor that I've used on mobile on my phone. Filmora Go is okay. Filmora for like the computer is kind of weird. I don't really like it. Like regular Filmora. So yeah, I think I definitely Power Director. I have to look into that because I quite like Power Director and I might want to use it again. There was another video editor I used to have on like my Kindle, but I forgot what it was called. Like Video Star No, that's not it. I don't remember. Wii Video sucks, I think. I didn't like Wii Video. I don't know. There's so many different ones. I don't even know what they all are anymore. But yeah, I basically only make videos on my phone now. I used to make them like on my computer and edited them and stuff with my camera and all that jazz, but I just do it on my phone now cuz it's just easier. Like it's so much less of a hassle to just film a video with my camera and then quickly upload it than filming a video, editing it, uploading it from my computer, blah 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 when I can just do it all, handheld. But there's something to be said for, videos made like on a computer because obviously the quality is better. But I've never had like a good camera or anything, so that's fine. I care less about quality than other people do. I've had like comments and stuff back in the day. They're like, "Oh, why don't you do this and do that, and you'll have better quality?" And the camera sucks, blah blah blah. But that's not what like YouTube is about for me. It's about like sharing what I want to share the way I want to share it, not the way other people want me to share it. Because like this is my YouTube channel. That's why it's called YouTube, because it's about you. Well, me in that sense. So I make the videos I want to make. If you don't like them, then you don't like them and you don't watch. But I make them the way I make them. And that's how it'll be. And maybe one day I'll want to make them with like good quality and editing and good cameras and fancy scripts and props and all that. But and if I do that, that's what I want to do. So that's why it's that way. But if I don't do that, that's because I don't want to do it. And if you don't like it, too bad, because that's how it is. And yeah, I don't know if I'll ever even monetize my videos because I feel like that's like, it's gonna sound weird, but I feel like it's wrong in a way to monetize your videos. Like obviously I don't think it's wrong because like everybody does it. So it's like, that's kind of what YouTube has become now. It's a business where your channel is your business. You make videos to make money, but that's not how it is for me. Like I'm not here to make money. I'm here to share things I want to share. I'm here to talk about things I want to talk about. I'm not here to make money from it. So I don't know if I'll ever monetize my videos. And also ads are just annoying. So that's why I'm against monetization. But that's not true. I'm not completely against monetization, but I don't know if it's for me. Yeah, so that's probably a decent note to end this podcast on. First episode, only like 30 something minutes, but that's fine. Don't want it to be long anyway. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this first podcast of mine. Next podcast, I hope I can get a guest on it. If I can't, I will make sure I just talk about, interesting things and maybe do a Q&A type of thing. I don't know, something like that. We'll figure it out. But hopefully I'll have some interesting guests on this soon. Hopefully there'll be more episodes soon. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. And, I finally delivered on that idea of having a podcast that I was talking about many months ago. So yeah, I appreciate you guys listening or watching or however you're viewing this. And thank you for watching. Or thank you for viewing, listening, whatever. Doesn't matter. I appreciate you all. So yeah, I'll see you in the next podcast. So goodbye. For now.